Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I want to talk to you today about the recent developments with the Nikon Z9. The Nikon Z9 is trending on most YouTube and photography websites. Today I want to pose the question of whether the Nikon Z9 is being overexposed with extensive hype. Multiple rumors and sightings, the average photographer is starting to ask the question, who cares? The main questions I hear are, who cares? I can't afford it. Who cares? How does it help me? Who cares? This is a marketing scheme. Well, I will help you decide whether you should care about this new Nikon flagship, the Nikon Z9. Back. If you don't know already, my name is Vaughn. Without any concrete information, the Nikon Z9 is being hyped. This hype is leading to the question of who cares? Multiple videos from Tony Northrup, Matt Granger, and articles from the Nikon Rumors site, we are still waiting on firm information about the Nikon Z9. First, let's go over the projected specs. It will have a 45 megapixel stacked sensor, 8K resolution. It will be capable of 120 frames per second. It will have a built-in GPS. It will have the same battery as the Nikon D6. It will have car autofocus in addition to animal and human autofocus. It will have improved 3D tracking. Today on our agenda, the first question is, who cares? I can't afford it. What is confirmed about this professional grade mirrorless camera is the price. The price should start around $7,500. This is in line with all the other releases of all the other Nikon D-line cameras. The camera is meant for the sports photographer and the serious enthusiast that have more money than they can spend. The cost of this camera is excessive, but think about it. Once it's been in circulation for a few years, the price will go down. Due to depreciation and newer cameras coming on the market, you might have your own Z9 in a matter of years. It took me 5 years to get my first D3 camera from when I first started doing photography. Remember, this camera was introduced in 2009. I use this camera today because of its machine gun shutter. It gets me noticed. What noise? Do you hear noise? I don't hear anything. Let's talk about who cares. How does this camera's development help me? Now that we're closer to the release of the Nikon Z9, I'm excited about one thing, and that's called the trickle-down effect. Basically, what that means is that any technology used in a flagship camera is basically passed down to the cameras on the low end of the line. For example, like this Nikon Z6 II. I initially resisted buying the Nikon Z6 and the Nikon Z7 because I didn't think it was technologically advanced enough because it only had one card slot and it was having issues with the human tracking. But once Nikon improved the technology from the Z6 and the Z7 and trickled that technology down to the Nikon Z6 II, I was sold. Nikon added dual processors, 2 card slots. Being a DSLR user, I finally decided to put my chips on the table and buy a mirrorless camera like the Nikon Z6 II. Due to technological trends, I know that the technology from the Nikon Z9 will trickle down eventually to the lower line of Nikon's camera line. And with all technology, over time, the technology will become more mainstream, and that will make it easier for consumers to purchase the cameras at a reasonable price. I have to admit, even with this Nikon D3, I still get compliments about this camera. That's what the Nikon Z9 should get. RESPECT. The answer to the final question of who cares Is this a marketing scheme from Nikon? The sighting of the Nikon Z9 at the 2021 Tokyo Summer Olympics was not accidental. This sighting was used to show the Nikon Z9 viability in the marketplace. While Sony and Canon had already shown their flagship camera, Nikon needed to have a placeholder for professionals switching over from the DSLR or undecided about their next camera purchase. This sighting made potential Nikon mirrorless camera buyers put that new camera investment on hold for another day. Nikon D9 is due to be released either later this winter or early next spring. I figure if it doesn't show up in the winter, then they will probably demo it in the Winter Olympics. I hope this video gave you a better understanding of why you should care about the technological advancement of the Nikon D9 and how it would benefit you in the future. Please watch my future videos for my upcoming giveaway. I'm celebrating my 100th subscriber, and that's why I'm wearing my Texas Ranger gear today. They're celebrating their 100th loss. And as always, thank you for watching, and please subscribe.